that I find somebody to do me right. Oh, 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 girl. As long as I keep giving my body to you, you keep treating me like a fool. Hey, Tedda. Hi, boo. Where's my tea at? Oh, oh, that's hot. That's hot, hot, hot. Don't be fooled. Oh, oh, no, don't be fooled. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday, girl. Hey, cheers with some tea. I want you, Jackie. Hey, let me pause that. There you go. Your video cannot be monetized. What's going on? Look at beauty. Look at deluxe. It was a beautiful, beautiful event, you guys. Beautiful event. But that ain't where I want to start at. And we want to get through this video. Come on, boo. Ted's tired, y'all. My dog. Oop. Sorry. I am getting ready. You heard my dog. That was my dog jumping up. Matter of fact, Deluxe, I don't even fart. I poot. I'm a lady. I don't have one of those horseman ass farts. I'm a lady fart. Fuck are you talking about? And it's natural, right? They say it's natural. You gotta let it out. Right? But that was my dog. That was my dog, boo. I don't even know where he went. Anywho, we're gonna start backwards a little bit on this live. I know, right? You gonna come into my say, I heard you fart. No, you didn't, nigga. You did not. Stop. Hit the like button. At least I know you liked the fart that you insinuated that I had, and I did not. But thanks for giving me that laugh this morning. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Hey, happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Woo, woo, woo. Long weekend. Long drive. Although I felt that the drive coming back because I was driving. Man, we made up some time, man. I was home like really early coming from Niagara Falls. Hope y'all caught that live. It's beautiful. However, to really enjoy the attractions and other things provided to you in that state park, I highly recommend that you wait till around Mayish or so to go. That way there's lots of more things open for you to involve yourself in and to also enjoy other than um, just a walk around the state park. We got caught in the rain. It poured rain on me, y'all. Poured down rain. You cleaning up the stove, get to work, girl. Get to work. However, I want to give Spitting Fire a shout out. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate Spitting Fire understanding where I was coming from when I tried to speak to or speak on Diva Divine Light. I don't do no abbreviations and all that other shit. Your name is what your name is. I ain't got no, you want to call me out my name, that's fine, but your name is what your name is on your lives. That's a fact. So I'm going to call you out your name. Respectfully, I understand that Spitting Fire don't like to use Diva Divine's Light name, so she calls her DDL. I understand that. Hit the like button, y'all. So I was speaking on her, just woman to woman. When you really think about it, it was a woman to woman. Heartfelt, network talk. That's all it was. Man, let me show y'all what this girl came back on me on. I did not, and I wasn't aware because I don't go looking. Most of the time, probably 80% of the time, I usually don't have a rebuttal anymore to some of the nonsense. What's up, Perez? What's up, Perez? Hit the like button, Perez. But let me see. Um, Let me see. Hold on. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Spin Fire did a live with some above the surface level thinking. I didn't think that I was coming at Diva Divine light, but unfortunately, because her and I is separated from the different tracks of the road out here, I can understand her being disgruntled in her posts. I'm sorry, tremendously sorry, Diva Divine Light, that you felt that way. But what I am not sorry about is that you couldn't even raise above the surface level to think, oh, you know what? Maybe there is some validity in what she's saying. Maybe I might want to reach out to her to see how Pap doing that shit. Just maybe. Nah, you rather stay your ass down there over there in Gutterville. That's where you want to stay at. But I wasn't even aware, like I say, that you got that mad about the post. And I don't talk about disability children at all because I have one. I do understand and I do accept karma. That's a fact. I know it happens. So I am very mindful of a lot of things that I say because I don't want it to come back and, hurt someone close to me or take what I've worked so hard for or is still continue to work hard for to achieve and to have. You understand what I'm saying? But you, on the other hand, baby, your sauce that you still mixture up, it still ain't quite got all the damn ingredients in it to make it do what it needs to do. That's all I'm saying. But shout out to Spitting Fire. I appreciate the super chat. I do not, let me get this straight out here in YouTube world. I don't never have a problem with someone who wants to clip something, spin something, play. I don't give a rat's ass. That's one of my least damn words about somebody grabbing a video, playing a video, talking about a video. I do not absolutely give two craps about it. However, I appreciated Spitting Fire gesture for acknowledging that, okay, Pat had did a video and also listening to Spitting Fire, throw in some of her truths about what her and Diva Divine Light, which by now you should be trying to change that name. Cause ain't shit diva about your ass. And the only reason why now, and I found a reason. I didn't have to have a reason. I just found one. Disgruntled, meet disgruntled. However, I'm not disgruntled at all, but I thought your shit was mighty hilarious because it clearly showed that it's some marbles pretty much loose up there in that head of yours. But yeah, I have to go over it, check out Spin Fire's rebuttal on coming from the live that I didn't think I did any harm about. I thought, man, I'd have raised my hand up sitting in the front of the class. Bitch, how you do that? Bitch, how you do that? But you chose to do the opposite, the attack with the bitch and the bitch and the bitch. I'm gonna let the people see what the fuck you posted up. I ain't even going to your post. I'm gonna play it, get it back out the mud from Spitting Fire channel. Cause I'd rather give her the view than to give you my view off of your fucking post. How about that? How about that? See how I thought above the surface level on that? I'm going to give it to Spitting Fire by clicking on hers. Not your disgruntled ass. You know damn right that I was absolutely right about how your ass sat on here crying about some shit that the Trump administration is trying to do to the American people. I gave you that. I would be upset as well. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. It's the same reason that you've developed. Because you ain't done shit in your life. to get ahead of what you should have suspected of coming. Do you really think that we wasn't going to never get anybody in office to start addressing the fact of how many Americans just lay on the public aid system, on which I call the government, on the government back? Really? And I get it, because we pay taxes and we do this. Well, you don't pay shit because your ass ain't got a job. Mm-mm. And pretty soon, like I said, they gonna find a way and your ass gonna be back on here crying because you can't make it to the goddamn dispensary to get more bags of weed that your ass is allowed to have. You watch, and I promise you that. You watch. You think they ain't coming for that shit too? Yeah, they let these people open up all these dispensaries, and I get it. And where did you run? Hurry up to put your name right on the list. You couldn't even walk past that shit. It ain't nothing probably that the government has established out here that your name probably isn't on. And I'm willing to bet a buck on that one. Mm-hmm. Devin Devine, I don't even know where the motherfucking public aid office is here. And I've been here over 20 plus fucking years. I don't even know that bitch at. Never had no concern to me. Because I'm going to get out there and make it do what it fucking do. It's a hustle. But it's a hustle in a good way. You just get up off your ass and go do it. But baby, I thought I was being nice. Now, this here, when I made a statement in my post about Diva Divine, like, shout out to Spin Fire, because she actually found, posted the live on what I was making insinuations about. Like, you went on the fucking news. You had time to do this shit and get filmed, press play. You did. And passed up 50 motherfucking jobs to come out to do this shit. You did. This is you. Let's rewind you so we can get the full content of what you were saying after you boo-hoo cried. Now, I ain't coming at you. I'm just bringing clarity to my life. What's going on with these bloggers on YouTube like to harass people all in the name of R. Kelly? That's what it is. Making fun of my child. That ain't got nothing to do with and a lot of people who have come before have been on Kelly. This right here, you couldn't even go past this and just make a normalized statement out in public. You out there like the angriest motherfucking gorilla in the zoo who did not get the breakfast morning fucking banana. That's what the fuck you did. Others on YouTube like to harass people all in the name of fucking R. Kelly. That's what it is. Making fun of my child. That ain't got nothing to do with shit. Now, you had to know that people will use whatever weaponizing tool that they can find to shut a person up. Now, you knew that you had some backdoor ass shit going on. You knew it. So you had to already set your mental. I'm just trying to show you and tell you how to operate, right? You needed to stabilize. You need to structure your mental even before you go out there because you had to know that those stones were going to come. You had to know that. But you couldn't even build up your mental to be able to block none of that stuff out. To go ahead and continue on trying to verbally demolish R. Kelly in front of cameras. You didn't even have no strength through that. I'm trying to understand why the fuck you can go out there. Because all your in the closet shit, as we know, not just you, is going to come out. People are going to dig below the belt and hit you where they feel like hitting you at and don't give two fucks. You gave two fucks on here because you wasn't ready for it. What you expected for people to just say, well, okay, she could say, do what she want, when you already knew that R. Kelly had a magnitude of fans every goddamn where that's still going to stand for justice for that man, regardless of how you felt. Now, I don't like to touch on anything pretty much about sexual assault, but you dwelled in that lane on R. Kelly. I know that you wasn't there to see or hear anything. I know that, or I believe that R. Kelly knows nothing about you. I know that you could have went out there in a very much more sensible manner to advocate against R. Kelly. I also know now that since you are broke as a bitch, refuse to go get a job because the government was just so nice to you, and you brought your ass down there and walked past what, about 50 to 1,000 damn jobs along the way. You ain't even thought about dropping off one application and out there fighting that man whom they say is still worth almost a fucking billion freaking dollars. Just his name alone, a billion. Why in the fuck would I be out there trying to argue and show some shit to the public based on my goddamn morality, the feelings of this shit against somebody who I know that done been down the road, done succeeded in every fucking thing, got money. Who the fuck didn't do that? You had better chance at fighting against somebody who is locked up on your fucking level, who ain't got shit, busted for drugs, robbery, all that damn shit. That's what you should have done. That's just my opinion. And I'm not coming at you. I'm just speaking on my feelings this morning because I'm hurt that, oh my God, what you posted up. But let's get to that. Yeah, let's get to your post, baby. I was like, uh-oh. But before I get to that, I want to play a little part of Spitting Fire video on her addressing the situation about your tears and how those tears came about when the House is still sitting their ass over there, the Congress, trying to see if they'll make that decision to take away your 20 or 30 or possibly 50% of your 20 fucking years of living on the fucking government. That's my back too. That's my back too. But see, I don't dwell in that house. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. As long as I'm paying my taxes, all I know is that I'm a clear bitch. What they do with that damn tax money after they done taken it from me, I don't give a fuck. As long as I got peanut butter and jelly, I'm gonna make it. But this is what, and I appreciate Spitting Fire for
So
breaking
here's
this
the
down.
thing. This is what she was upset about. The restructuring of government assistance, EBT, Medicaid, welfare, the whole system, right? And Trump is structuring that to see where the fraud is and where this is and tweak it and see who's actually eligible and who's not,
He gonna find your
and if
fraudulent
you're
ass,
able bodied to
Devin
work and provide
Devine.
and things of that nature. Then he has cut some assistance. These are people who've been on assistance for a
Yay.
very, very, very long time. And
Uh-huh.
so they're like, okay, why is it that these people need assistance?
Relaxed,
Because
like I said.
we have to show, why. And so the restructuring of the Medicaid program and the welfare program, uh, this is what was. They wanted, the Republicans had it, okay? And so this is what she was allegedly crying about. Let's go back to
Exactly.
the commentary. So, again,
But I bet you still made it, though. I bet you still made it do what it do, though, Mark Quinn. You don't give up. You don't give up. Is it appreciative? Of course. But also without the taxpayers' money, resources, that probably would have not never been there. Food stamp program came around what, around 1960? This girl probably been on it from 1985 all the way up to 2025. And is a proud mama. At some point, you have to readdress yourself. You have to readdress your priorities in life. You have to want to add being a doer in your life. It's going to take all of your energy. Yeah, you're going to be tired. Yeah, you don't want to keep getting up. But you're looking at the end of the road, the rewarding part of it. But let me get to this part where Divine, oh my God. Oh my God, girl, you found so many B words here. I was sitting back just laughing at us. Like, what the fuck? Okay, here we go.
A lot of people. I'm
Look at
not
it.
the only one affected.
Look at this shit. I'm just gonna let Spit and Fire read into it.
Her constructive criticism, which she cannot take.
She can't
So
take.
this is what her statement was. And who is bullying whom? Let's listen and look. Ignorant is bliss. Girl, I went 2 times to Brooklyn, which was only an hour away.
And she talking to
Medicaid is
one
essential
back.
for a lot of people. I'm not the only one affected by this decision. Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. Your karma is coming too. You act like people don't need help even if they do work. New York is very expensive to live in. You live in a state that is poor.
Pause. Pause, Spit and Fire, before you rebuttal to that. The Spit and Fire is gonna say, well, how do you know that? Now, Diva Divine, you know something that I don't know. Cause bitch, my circle so goddamn small, my lane so fucking tight. I don't know what the fuck the economic finance is here. But I can tell you this though, for a fact, these motherfuckers pay good up here. And I, to think about it, don't think that it's poor here. I don't think it's poor. If you come here and you look at the type of development that these builders are building here, I don't think that is poor. Somebody's getting some money, some motherfucking where. Somewhere. Now you talk about how expensive New York is. I just left Rochester, New York. I even stopped at Buffalo. I even stopped at the Niagara Falls. Didn't seem no more expensive to me than where the fuck I'm at. Or Chicago. So there's your first problem that you can address. If you found where you already know statistically on the basis of New York economic system and how expensive it is, it's called get your motherfucking ass a suitcase, pack it up, put a for sale sign in your home if you own it. I don't know. I can't imagine that with you on live crying about a goddamn snap card that they done just snatched away from your ass or your Medicare. Medicaid, whichever one the fuck you on. I don't know. That's fucked up. I don't even know the difference of the shit until I have to get ready to live on the bitch after working 37 motherfucking years. That's when I'ma fucking know about the shit. Other than that, I don't know much about it. I know that my mother, I could give you this information, has a primary. She don't even fucking work no more. She paying into her motherfucking primary medical insurance. Blue Cross Blue Shield. And I know that after her retirement, she had a choice to select a secondary. And I know that the secondary probably don't pay as much. They just pick up off of what Blue Cross and Blue Shield has left behind. So that leaves her with probably zero much of a dollar to pay for whatever medication it is that she needs or her doctor visits that she needs now. She's a elderly. See, I'm just now getting into the elderly stage. I'm not an elderly. But that's what she did. But she was able to do that because she consumed a motherfucking job with all of these fucking children she motherfucking had, including RC. That would be my dad. That would be my dad. Now, to keep shit real with you, my dad fell on a little bit of what was it? Unemployment. They had to get rid of some people back then, right? So he had to sit out his job for a while. And in order to, while he was doing that, he ran his happy go lucky ass down there. Yeah, I'm going to talk about my dad too, right? And I love him to the moon and back. And I wish a motherfucker would because I got RC in me. But he applied for it. My mama went the fuck off. Fuck you doing? She says. I remember this clear as day. Well, we go, and I done paid into it. I might as well get some back of it. Back there, RC didn't give a fuck. He went on down there, got his little stamps, the little paper ones you rip out the fucking book. Bitch, I ain't gonna even lie no more to you, bitch. I had to feel that shit. I used to rip me one of them little brown ass dollar things out of there, run up to the motherfucking dollar stoker, to the candy stoker. That damn woman down there, she took the motherfuckers. Let me get about 25 fishes, 10 Charleston chews, and some of them other Twistlers. Girl, for a paper thing, I was happy go lucky with that shit. But then that shit ended. But let me tell you how it ended up so bad about my dad, right? Which my mom became livid than a motherfucker, right? My dad went back to work. My dad, he forgot about telling them and discussing. Motherfucker, they came at every motherfucking dollar bill my dad was having. And there's 10 of us, bitch. We used to sit, now I ain't gonna count and say 6, because the other 4 was younger. They ain't know nothing. All they knew was hopscotch, high and go seat, and jumping jacks and shooting motherfucking, what's them jacks on the ground. That's what them before was doing. But I was sitting around watching and being nosy and stuff. I'm sharing a little piece of my life with you so that because I don't want you to believe that every piece of my life was hunky dory, because it wasn't. And you know what hunky dory means, right? Okay, that's how the development of Karens come along. You understand what I'm saying? From the hunky dory lifestyle. But don't get it twisted. I watched it. Baby, I sat up there watching my dad, like, what the fuck? And he couldn't understand, he didn't know. Yeah, dad, you got to pay that shit back. You took your ass back to work knowing that you make a lot of money. That was a lot of money back then, to him. Hey, Devin Devine, that shit was hilarious as the fuck. But my dad ain't never took his ass back down there no more. Cause he ain't want to get caught up on that shit no more. And he didn't want to hear from Miss Ann no more on that shit. My mom stood on business. Like, what the fuck are you doing? We make a lot of money together. Yeah, it's costing us a lot of money to raise 10 goddamn kids, but my mom was determined and told him, we got this, we could do this. That's where the strengthening of my mindset comes from. Miss Ann. But that fighting and that motherfucking lion roaring and shit like that, that comes from RC. I love both of them to death. I got a 50-50 of both of them in me. And that's some crazy shit. I ain't just got one. But let me finish telling you about this story because you said that New York was expensive. Now write that shit down on your con column of your paperwork. I'm giving you a homework assignment. Now jot down other states or cities inside of New York that may be inexpensive. And find one and pack your motherfucking bags up and move the fuck out of the expensive territory where you know you can't motherfucking afford it and get the fuck on. Solutions. When are you going to start finding a motherfucking solution for your ass? That's all I'm saying. And I'm not coming at you. I want you to raise your hand up and say, bitch, how you fuck you do that? Put me on your motherfucking team. That's what the fuck I'm hoping that you would probably think about saying. Don't do it. Just think about it. But no, you rather stay your ass right on where you are with all the complaints and the cahoots in the motherfucking world and not develop you a different situation where you can come off on the fucking top. I'm not talking about up there where the Illuminati's and the elites people are. But at least you can find some stable motherfucking ground. Some concrete that ain't cracking underneath your motherfucking foot for you to come out here crying over some bullshit that you should have known, you should have been following, and you should have been ready and ready and ready. Just like they say when Jesus comes, you better be ready. And I don't think you ready just yet. Mm-mm. You ain't ready yet. You live in a state that is poor. I don't know. Because what I see around here is working class goddamn people in my neck of the woods. In my neck of the woods, that's what I see. And mind you, I'm not a renter. I actually established myself to own a piece of this fucking land. May not be a big percentage, but I guarantee you, if I ever decide to sell this bitch, the equity in this bitch is blooming. Understand that. You don't know shit about my life, but I like when Spitfire
You
read it.
don't know shit about my life, bitch. Get on my dick. Our country is hurting. I'm not the only one that is concerned. You people are dumb. Go suck on Donald Trumpet dick. Y'all
Woo,
are going to be.
ja. Just for the record, though, Devin Devine, and I don't have nothing against white people, Caucasian, Asian, Ethiopians. I don't have nothing against them, but I would prefer to kind of just stay in my own race. I think that my race understands my ethics of living, of living. I just do. I can't get on the go along, get along, and try to train people or have the opposite of color to understand me because I'm a little bit mixture of some kind of, fucked up shit. Hey, I ain't trying to teach the white man, how to French braid and shit. I ain't trying to teach the white man how to understand Ebonics if we're in Texas Roadhouse and black culture over in the corner talking mad shit. You want me to sit there? Well, what are they talking about, dear? I ain't got time for that motherfucker shit. Don't want time for it. That time a little fucked up in the head. I don't have nothing against it, but I would have preferred, hell, had you used Obama. I mean, I like blackness. Tell me to suck. You the one need to suck his dick. As a matter of fact, if you go up there like Monica Lewinsky did with Clinton, suck a little dick, you might be able to keep that damn extra 80% that you're losing on that motherfucking Medicare and SNAP. You're going on up there. Trump, I need to keep that SNAP. Let me get one in. Just don't get caught. Because I believe, what's his wife's name? Whatever the fuck her name is. I think she'll fuck your ass up if you get caught.
God don't like ugly. Let me put down and all that cussing. Don't talk about me or my family, bitch. Fuck you and you crippled family, bitch. Fuck you and your crippled family, bitch. Your genes are rotten. That's why you have children that with issues. I've never.
I have children with issues. Let me put this on the table for you. Let's just hypothetically say that they do have issues, right? And I'm willing to bet you a buck on this motherfucker shit, deep and divine light. Throughout all they fucking issues, I bet you they mama got they back. You said that, what did you say about your family? I did what? Don't talk about me or my family, bitch, which I didn't. But now I'm going to do so in a very likely, kind way. I bet you your mama ain't got your back through your motherfucking issues. Cause if she did, your punk ass wouldn't have been on here crying about a motherfucker SNAP and a Medicaid card getting taken away from you. I bet you that much. I bet you that much. I have some issues too. We all have those issues. But my children issues wasn't so detrimental that they had to ever cry out in public, desperately seeking for answers from a community that they don't even fucking know. You understand? You did that shit, not me. And like I said, I'm not coming at you. Now, have one of my daughters needed a little help? Because that's an issue, right? With her electricity bill from raising the 4 babies that's over there? Probably so. Know what I did? What's your motherfucking cash out? Because I'd rather not see those kids in the dark. See, I've made myself, after all of my years of working, available to be there as a helping stone to my children because I know, especially after me being living in this body and going through life for up to 20ish fucking years, that there's going to be some issues. And I know that they're not going to be able to probably handle every issue that gets thrown at them. So I had to build a backup plan for them because I brought them in this world. Understand that. So you put it up there as if it was a bad thing. Again, you refuse to think above the goddamn surface level, which I am trying to help you. Instead of slingshotting back at me, find some conclusion to your fucking bullshit that's up in your fucking head. We all go through the issues. I bet you today, still today, that you have not developed a fucking blueprint to help you through one of a major issue, a crisis that you are probably getting ready to go through. Respectfully, I am sorry that you are having that issue. But then again, since you wanted to come at me like this and you said karma, I'm going to get my karma. That is not up for you to make that decision. See, I already know what it is that I do and what I say could possibly have some repercussions behind it. So I'm very mindful of my tongue. I also know that I don't get to say when or how it's going to happen, but what I have done was accept the Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior, to make those decisions, do as is expected to do from only Him. See, I'm able to accept that because I know that it is real. You, on the other hand, and I don't want to judge you, but you got a lot of work to do. Just like those other people that I see in the other community who's thinking that, oh, we're doing it right and doing it right. You keep sitting your ass out here licking on Karen and having threesomes and all that stuff. You're going to have to put a whole lot of more work into your damn repentance. Yeah, God loves us all, honey, and I get that. The question is, does He love what you're doing? My genes are rotten. That's what you said. Why you have children with issues. I have never and would never make fun of a disabled child, and neither would I. I have one, and he's 100% affected. He's 100%. He's not 50. He's not 30. He's 100% affected. But what I do know is that he was kept by God. And when God did His job of saving that baby so that he can go through or have whatever type of life that he's going to have, right? God did His job. He saved him. See, because He didn't have to keep him and could have caused us a whole bunch of tears, money, burials. Yeah. But see, God kept him. For whatever reason, I don't know. All I know, Diva Divine Light, is Jesus did his job. Now, if he has done his job, you ask yourself, now what is it that we supposed to do as a family for Keandre? Huh? Oh, it's up to us. We got to carry and see him through until God decides to call him home if some unexpectancy would happen. And guess what? We're doing our job. We knew for a fact that there's going to be some situations where Medicaid or Medicare isn't going to cover some of the needs of the qualities that he has, if that he needs to get through life. We knew that when we left the hospital. So we had to start reconstructing a different plan for Keandre. One is to make sure that he doesn't suffer, and it didn't matter if it took every bone in our body. If you got to go work 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 motherfucking jobs, is what I told my daughter. You gonna make it happen. And guess what? Keandre is be 7 or be 8 this year in December. He ain't wanting for shit. He ain't wanting for a Band-Aid. He ain't wanting for a CPAC. He ain't wanting for shit. Because I'm going to bust my ass to make sure he gets it. I'm going to pray that God keeps giving me the strength to do, because you kept him. This is what I tell my Jesus. You kept him. Now allow me and give me the strength to do pertaining to your reasons of why you kept him and become successful in doing it. And that's not my child, that's my grandchild, and I'm going to do the utmost for him. Not just him, though, because I have 7 now. I'm going to try my best to do it for them all. I'm going to leave whatever I have to all of them. They can do whatever they want to do with it, because I'll be gone. But see, you don't have that type of plan. Your plan is to smoke yourself out and lick the fucking wetness out your motherfucking tongue on the same motherfucking sex for because of your fetish of desires that is against his will. And you think you what? You clowned me with this fucking post? Are you kidding me? I have never and would never, and I would neither, and I'm going to reiterate that very clearly to you. I would never do anything of sort when it comes to a disabled child. So that's one sentence that you could have redacted right the fuck up out your damn post. You made me go there. I made you go there. I thought Trump made you go there. I thought Trump upset at you and had you out here disgruntled. That's what was in my fucking post. You are the type, because of your disgruntled and your bitterness, and you're angry because of what you're going through, that you want to point a finger about it being somebody else's problem. Somebody else did this to you. You made me fucking go there. Bitch, kick rocks. Girl, you need to smoke not 1, 2, or 3. Because I see you got your smoke cloud or your thumbnail up on there. But I liked when Spitfire read it. I did. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I th- I'm sorry again that a situation occurred and you have to find yourself a better way of dealing with it. All I said was this is something that you allowed to pass by you because your mind wasn't above the surface level to outbeat it. Don't you ever take your ass to any war. You're not ready. Don't rob a bank. You're not ready. Don't steal out a Dollar General. You're not ready. You're going to get caught.
My family, bitch. Fuck you and you crippled family, bitch. Fuck you and your crippled family, bitch. Your genes are rotten. That's why you have children that with issues. I've never would ever speak, never would make fun of a disabled child. But bitch, you made me go there. Fuck you,
Ooh.
bitch. Kick rocks and choke slowly on
On
lamb,
your
lamb
film.
while you sleep.
Uh-huh.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Ooh, child. You got some
Yep,
praying to
this
do,
your victim.
girl.
That one pal did not talk about her child. She talked about her child, went on the news and said people were talking about her child. I have never heard out of years anyone talk about her child. Now I don't be on all the channels she be on, so I don't know if it happens or not. But it wasn't the channel with Spitting Fire. I'm just doing this as commentary. But I don't talk about anybody's children. And yet here this woman is talking about her child or grandchild, and you got a disabled son, and you coming out here as this victim, and you crying all on YouTube, and you talking about you hate Donald Trump. This is what women do. This is what Spitting Fire has been talking about. Women not taking accountability for their actions. Women not going to get help if they need it. Everybody's a victim. She trauma bonding with victims that claiming to be victims that are not. But because she wants somebody to pay for what happened to her, she adopted their story about the R. Kelly and decided to stick with them.
To
This is the
make it her
the
own.
craziness, the
To make it her
delusion
own.
that I've always
And that's
spoken
really,
on my
a,
channel.
a
I
touchy
hope that this young
situation.
lady.
If something happens to you, and there's another story of some possible similarities to it. There go the finger point again. Or this person then opened up an old wound. How, Sway? That's that weak mentality shit. How? Oh, that remind me of so and so. Let me get into this fight. What? No. You supposed to have been into the fight according to your beliefs of the justice system and the laws and all that. You into the fight because it opened up an old wound. What? You was in the wrong fight. You was in the wrong fight. That tells me that somewhere you lacked of getting some type of help, to curate, the situation. Again, I'm sorry about that. It's something that I would never want any woman to go through. But I also know that there is a Jesus. There is healing in the blood. You did not utilize that. You chose to stay so angry about it. All of our ancestors they dealt with it, been through it. How do you think that we all ended up with this fucked up ass, I'm sorry, with this mixture of mixed ass cultures out here? Think this shit just happened yesterday? Nah, 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 it didn't. We were already, when we landed on planet Rock, like they say, was messed up. Messed up. You just have to, you reap it. We get it. Yes, it hurts you. You cry. Yes, you become angry. But then you find that lane where you can find that healing process in it instead of walking around pointing your finger at somebody that no didn't have shit to do with whatever happened to you because your mental wasn't strong enough to not allow it to even open up a fucking wound. You out there screaming in the cameras. Oh, and they did this, and they talked about my kids and blah, 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 blah. And then you want to come on here and just call all kind of names. That shit don't bother me. I don't have that type of, where I'm going to get back at you by calling you some names. I laugh at shit like that because I understand. I understand you got angry. I just was hoping that you wouldn't get angry because it was just constructive, you know, not criticism, but I was just speaking, speaking to you, not at you. That's the big difference in that shit. I'm speaking at just to you. Hey, you can get past that shit. Just like that's doing that shit, they done did a whole bunch of other fucking shit to a lot of Americans out here that has hurt them or where they felt hurt behind it. But you could fix it. That's all I was saying. And also throwing in a little antic about, I watched you, man. You was happy as fuck riding back and forth on the mega bus or whatever the fuck, or Uber, however the fuck you got there. And I know for a fact that your ass did not have any interest in getting a freaking job to have yourself prepared for the storm when it comes. And it's going to be another one after this one. It is. And all we can do as Americans is keep fighting and fight and fight and fight until we get there. Yeah, it took 600 years for here. It may take another 600 years, but you're supposed to be making the pathway to glory for the people that's coming behind you, as they say, your children, your grandchildren. Oh my God, I forgot you might have some grandchildren. Yeah, but holla at your girl. I can show you how to start your motherfucking envelopes for those rainy seasons, because they're still gonna come. Yeah, I made some bad choices here and there coming out of high school. Got straight fucked through it. Knew they were bad. That's the problem. See, I knew. I didn't have to point a finger at no. You made me do this like you just said in your post. Because I did this to you. A bunch of words? Come on, man. Where's your strength in your mind at, man? You weak. You weak. You weak. But a lot of that shit, though, like I said, I'll pass it on. Read the fucking Art of War. You'll know how to stand. You'll know how to fight. Go do it. Listen to it every day. You listen to each volume of it. You'll get it. Anywho, I also brought y'all on because I wanted to, and I got to get ready to go, address the fact that Teddy is getting older, you guys. He's pushing almost 16 this year. I am noticing a drastic change in Ted. I'm going to hope and pray that he still got, more life in him than what I am speaking on, that I'm going to do. But I also, as you can see, Devin Devine, Ted is my boy. Been with me since he was 6 weeks old. I think 4, actually. Right? So I have to prepare myself. It's going to tear me down, girl. It's going to tear me down to lose my boy. But I'm noticing it. And the only thing that I can try to do now is prepare myself for it. His hearing is getting weak. His vision is getting weak. He's sleeping more hours in the day, like your motherfucking ass. He was, when I walked past Ted used to stand straight up. I can now walk past him 10, 20 times and he's like, don't even hear me, and doesn't want to be bothered much at all. Now, he's still going out, still getting his little run in, still playing with his little ball. But I also notice where, he's could possibly be deteriorating. He has a doctor's appointment coming up, and I'm going to go. Oh, yes, Diva Divine. Ted has dog insurance. I can afford to buy it. I didn't have a choice. I ended up with a dog. So my job now was to make sure that he gets some health cureness or providers to see him on his journey, that he is kept free from different types of diseases or whatever that can harm him. So I had to do that. $77 a month. Add that up for the year. Now that's where I have to go say, well, be it this mother dog, I gotta do overtime. You understand? Let me get some overtime, man, because that'll help pay for that. I just structure out what I need to do. I just plan it out. That's it. That's all. I just plan it and just get to doing it. Now stop thinking that I'm coming at your throat and I got all this damn energy to be out here again and all these B words and I'm a bum and I got issues and my county is over here broke and I ain't nobody got time for all of that shit. And I don't give a fuck about how brokeness the goddamn county is, as long as there is money where the fuck I'm going to make over there. Now, when they run dry of that bitch, then you holler at your girl so that I can make moves. These is red bottom. These is money moves. But that's enough on that. Now, I truly do hope that you guys caught the posting of Dakota. Dakota was qualified, very good scores up in her neck of the woods, running perfect times to do well down at the NCAA. As you can see, it is all over the YouTube. I got a little lost, so I arrived a little bit late, a little bit disappointed. Parking was hard to find. When I got up in there, finally, $15 to get in there. Holy cow, y'all, it was so packed for the first day. So it was really hard for me to get filming and everything because we were shoulder to shoulder pretty much in there. You were sitting in the bleachers, you were butt to butt. You couldn't even turn. That's how tight it was in there. And I didn't want to do a live or anything with all of this, like I have done up here. I got plenty space. I got plenty room. I think I'll have me some Culver's today, a cod fillet sandwich. What y'all think about that? I think that sounds good. So that's what I'm going to make me. I'll go out for lunch today at work. But, okay. So I got in there and everything. Unfortunately, yeah, I missed quite a few of the races. So I was a little bummed out about that, but that's okay. You know, Dakota, for some apparent reason, which I pretty much can presume what happened, but you'll have to watch the video. It is posted on my community board. For those that would like to see the athletes run in Dakota, you know, she would love that. Dakota sent me a text last night when she got back. Mind you, they had damn near a 7-hour layover in Ohio, so took her a while, but I was waiting. I stayed up for her to make it back over to the Milwaukee Mitchell Airport. When she got back over there, I can kind of put my mind to rest. I'm like, okay, she's home. But because of the storms coming through Ohio, I hit a bad storm. And it took me a little minute to kind of get through there and everything. But of course, the airplane just wasn't taking off, wasn't giving. It's like, no. So she said, they sat in the airport for almost 7 hours waiting on another flight. Guess they had two flights. One went up, come down, and get back on, something that I would never do. Once I'm on an airplane and it's up there, I just want to go straight through. I can't do the coming down and reboarding on different flights. That's just not, I can't do it. I refuse to do it. However, in her race, it made me a proud mama. And I'll tell you why. Coda put in a lot of work. A lot of work. She's training every day outside of her classes, and now it's back to class and she's training, and I can tell, that she wants to be a part of the athletic lane. She wants to be a part of it. She's just, her mind is so in tuned into it, right? As well as her books, because she's getting them grades too, y'all. I'm so proud of her. So when I finally found it on YouTube, the NCAA filming of it, right, I found Dakota. And if you guys would pay close attention, boy, I almost teared up, Devin Devine. I almost teared up, but I was like, you go, girl. That's pretty much what just came out. I heard the commentator mentions Dakota's name. And when I heard him say Dakota Mitchell and then the other girl's name, she's fire, y'all. That girl is fire. And I'm pretty sure her parents are very, very proud of her too. The girl is fire. And she's a senior. So that tells me that she's been practicing. She's been here before. She's, this isn't her first rodeo. This is Kotabear's first rodeo, making it to the nationals like this. So I'm glad that she got to experience something like this and know that it's going to take a lot of more hard work to achieve the stats that she wants to achieve. She says, Mama, I know. But when the commentator, mentioned the two young ladies up from Wisconsin, he literally like mentioned, it's like, Coda Mitchell, he says her name. And she's, they're trying to make a name for themselves. Boy, I had to stand up and clap. I was like, you go, girl. Because that right there brought a worldwide of attention to your name. So people are going to be looking for you. People are going to be wanting more of you, meaning that you're going to have to put some more work into it. So just to see her run, and it was only one race. That was it. You only had one shot at this. You know, she didn't do as well as she has been doing up here. Her time in that 60 is usually around a 7.5 even, which she has to do more work to get it down lower now because she understands that there's more girls out there now that is running at a 7.42 or 7.45, 7. So, and that's pretty fast for a 60. Okay. So she understands that. Coda tells me, well, first, Mom, please thank everybody. And I can show you guys a text message later. I'll screenshot it and put it up. That I said thank you. That tells me that my baby heart is in the right place. She just typed it. She says, Mom, tell everybody that supports me, that has thought about me or watched me running, that I said thank you. She ended up with the medal, participant NCAA medal. She was happy about that, and a whole bunch of stuff that they was giving away, you guys. So she was happy about that. She was a little bummed out because she knew that that wasn't her best time. She knew it. So when I go to watch the video, and trust me, I have watched it like 50 times because you're trying to figure out what happened, what can be corrected, even though you're not promised that there won't be any mistakes. But if you guys pay attention to the video, is Dakota is in her blocks. And I'm going to explain this to you because I ran track for a long time. Dakota shift her momentum in those blocks. Pay attention to it. Please go and watch the video. Please like the video. And that way I can show her how many people actually watched her and gave her shout out or a hand clap or a thumb up. She likes that. And everybody in the world who is doing certain things in life that is good, they look forward to that. They look forward to somebody, not just Dakota. Shout out all the women on there, because they all did a remarkable freaking job. Them girls running their ass off on there, y'all. So, just do that. Watch the video. But she lost her momentum just for a microsecond. And when I tell you that that is all it takes, that's all it takes. It takes the mind to reconstruct, recalibrate back to the mindset that you started off with of what you want to do. That's in a fight, that's in cooking, that's in whatever it is. The moment you take that mind or something else has moved about, it takes a moment for that mind, just a second, to recalibrate. So as I'm watching the video over and over and over, Coda shifts on set. She loses a little bit of her footing. So she has her mind now telling her, recalibrate. You're not in a position, you're not in a set to execute. You got to find it now. So I'm looking at her foot shift. I'm looking her up in a set position. I see her back in, shift a little bit. Set means that you are in a solid, structured position. Nothing is moving. Your mind is getting ready to execute what you want your body to do. But her mind, just in that micrometer of a second, had to think about her, whether if she's readjusting her footing, what are we doing here? So she wasn't really in that set it off moment. They had to recalibrate. It takes a lot. Little seconds. She killed seconds of her getting up out those blocks, executing it like a professional. And as you're watching that video, if you pay attention to heat number 2, her name is Lauren Jarrett. She's from UW La Crosse. The girl is cold. Pay attention to her executing up out those blocks. Pay attention to her high step. And she's a little bit tall too, you guys, but she has what it takes for her to be at that Olympic level right now. Coda has a little bit more work to do, but her drive is telling me that she can get there. She's got to have more work to it, got to have more focus to it. I also believe that being her first time, she's got cameras everywhere. This is going on, I think she got the jitterbugs, but I'm not trying to make no excuse for her. But it happens, especially when this is your first time going up in something that is big nationwide, where the world is now watching you. I was flabbergasted. I was straight up flabbergasted. I'm like, Coda, all eyes is going to be on you. But pay attention to how the commentator mentions her name, and that made me proud to hear him say Dakota Mitchell and the other young lady who's up at UW La Crosse trying to establish a name for themselves. I was like, way to go, Coda. Another part of it that I laughed at, if you guys would go and watch it, it's at 44.29 seconds. I think it starts there. I put it in my post on the community board. Is once they come to the finish line, Dakota's walking off, whatever. I was like, okay, girl, keep the camera on you. She's out, they got the camera on her. But I, as a mom, as a mother, I already knew that face. And as a mother, I only have 2 things to say. Job well done. Come back and get them the next time. That's as uplifting as it's going to get, other than, I love you. You know you did your thing. And your name got out there. They got the cutest picture of her up there, when they're putting up the stats to the people. They got the picture up there. So what I'm doing, you guys, is just blabbling on about how much of a proud parent I am today of watching Dakota make it to the nationals behind a lot of hard work, or behind some of her enduring, Devin Devine, of being bullied. And do you know that those girls who I was after, literally, from that high school, that million, I think that high school over there cost them about $3 million a bill. Yeah, she went to one of the best motherfucking high schools here. But even being the best fucking high school, Diva Divine Light, couldn't even keep the fucking bullies out. They was on my daughter's ass like white on rice. But what they failed to even know, that daughter had a mom that's coming at their ass like a beast, because what she has in store for her, you will not take it away. I was going to take that rodeo for my child. Oh, yeah, I was. You saw it. I'm sure you did. I was leaving work because I can to go and defend mine. I ain't got no business up there in no damn high school fight. But what I'm thinking about is the long-term effect of this. These people can take away my motherfucking child, goddamn it, future. That ain't about to happen. Because some bum asses wants to bully her because she driving in a whip, because she's got on nice shoes. The fuck are you bullying her for? Mom stepped in on that. Get the fuck back. Y'all got this messed up. Say what this is. Go find somebody that's from your goddamn neck of the woods, on your level, and go bully them, even though I wouldn't even wanted that. But these bullies got on my daughter's last nerve. She handled it pretty well, though. I think that as she gets older, she'll continue to think about it. Because mentally, they were trying to destroy her. Mentally. But I had to stand back here in the back and keep lifting her up. I also now had to finally give her the green light because I realized that they wasn't going to let up till you whoop they ass. That's what she did with one of them. Yeah, I got to get up out of here. But baby, Diva Divine Light, my message wasn't to have you put yourself in a position to come back with all that disgruntledness ass shit. But that goes to show me that you cannot conduct yourself on an intellect level without becoming mad. Agree to disagree. I don't think that I called out anything wrong. It's just that the disagreeable people don't like to hear the fucking facts. That's all I was saying. And I'm also saying to you that my motherfucking life ain't 100% fucking authentic. I fuck up. I may do this, but I always got a solution to what and why and how I did it. Those five W's is some dangerous motherfucking character. That's a dangerous level. This also could be a good letter. I'm sorry, in the alphabet. Yeah, those who, what, when, where, and whys can solve your problems. It also can make problems. So you got to be careful with them. Anywho, you guys, check out the live NCAA. I had a great time. I'm glad that I am kotabear's #1 fan. Kotabear is doing well. Freshman year, lined up on that line with juniors and seniors. Very proud of her. And I hope that you guys are too. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I have plenty more stories to tell. I do. And y'all have a beautiful day. And I'm out.